Hi, this is Asim.
This is Sujoy.
This is Amrita.
And you're listening to Khandaan, a Bollywood podcast about the three main Khans of the Hindi film industry:
Aamir,
Salman,
And Shara.
Hi, you're listening to Khandaan, a Bollywood podcast regular feed. Thank you so much for your support over the years. We now have a Patreon channel with bonus content and exclusive merch for those of you who would like to support us. Every dollar goes towards creating more and better content. Visit us at patreon.com/Khandaan podcast.
Hi and welcome to a new episode of Khandaan Podcast. My name is Asim Bernie and I'm joined with my lovely co-host Amrita and Sujoy. Hey Amrita.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
We are back. We heard your complaints. A lot of people were asking, where are you guys? I love the 10-minute episodes on YouTube, but I want to have a full 1 hour again. So we're here. We're back.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of catching up to do. We have a lot of news that we want to talk about. Some of the things we watched, some of the things we didn't watch. Amrita didn't watch anything. So as usual, we're back. The one thing that we were going to record, Amrita, before you had your little break and your trip, we wanted to take a moment for Asha Bhosle's passing. Right?
Yeah.
But as you very well said to me that, Asim, I want to talk to this about with Sujoy, not with you.
Yeah. I mean, Asha Pai was an institution.
Yeah.
And, she was so different from her sister, but not just her sister, but also from a lot of Bollywood or Hindi cinema. Like, she was a free spirit, a rebel. She ran away as a teenager to marry a man who was no good, and then came back and established a career. And the career was completely different. And it's really funny because when you hear Asha and Lata talk together, it's startling how similar their voices were. And I think this is why Asha is such a phenomenon, because she understood that the world didn't need two Lata Mangeshkars, So all the people that Lata Mangeshkar is supposed to have ruined their careers, right? All of them were sort of Lata Mangeshkari, or they sounded like Lata Mangeshkar. But why would you go for a knockoff version of Lata Mangeshkar when the real deal is right in front of you, right? And what Asha Bhosle did was that she created her own sound. And she's spoken about it, what it meant for her. Like, she'd listened to a lot of Western music. She'd listened to the way they pitched their voices. And she deliberately went for the kind of songs that her sister wasn't singing. Like Lata Mangeshkar very famously didn't want to do cabaret songs. She only did one cabaret song in her entire career. That was for Helen. And it's a very racist song to boot. But it's a banger of a song, don't get me wrong. But
Is that Aja
it's like people... Yeah, like people with it's like people in blackface and cages and shit. We don't need that.
That's just Bollywood for you.
It was the
The
times.
next Akshay Kumar movie,
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
There's no reason
Sure.
that this was in the past. This could literally happen again.
And literally, she changed with every era. And she was doing cabaret, then she was doing ghazals, she was doing indie pop. Her last recorded song was for the Gorillaz, which is insane, that's the kind of trajectory this woman had. But my favorite Asha Bhosle songs are the slower ones, not just like the Umrao Jan songs, but like the very seductive ones, Um, yeah, I don't know if I'll miss her because her songs are so strong and they'll always be there. But she lived a wonderful life, and rest in peace, Asha Pai.
I would also argue, in a way, I feel she's more influential with today's singers, female
Yeah,
singers, than even Lata was,
yeah,
right? I think Lata really feels of that era
yeah.
where Asha almost liberated herself from every era because she's been so
Mhm.
prolific, right? And she adapted so well and she was so nimble. But yeah, Sujo, any thoughts?
I feel inadequate to say much about Asha Tai because, like, I grew up listening to her, and I continue to listen to her every single day throughout my 20s, my 30s, and now in my 40s, and I will continue to do so. Her work lives in my playlist forever. um she was the voice of cabaret, as Amrita said. The moment you think of Helen, the voice of Asha Bhosle comes to mind. She was one of the pioneers of indie pop music, whether it be her collaboration with Leslie Lewis, or even the R.D. Burman remixes. And she was the pioneer of the remix industry, before the industry could catch up. All the Rahul R.D. Burman songs that she remixed with Les Lewis was there. Her A.R. Rahman songs, her songs for Dil To Pagal Hai was a whole new generation of people listening to Asha Bhosle with the face of Urmila Matondkar or the face of Karisma Kapoor, and not just Helen for the previous generation. And she's done justice to not just devotional numbers, to ghazals, to cabaret, to modern dance tracks, to the most difficult of classical songs. If you pick up the most difficult song there is in the Lakin soundtrack, which is famous for Yara, Yara Sili Sili, but there is a song called what's a song called Jhute Naina Bole, which is
Mm-hmm.
insanely difficult. It's a rag based track that Asha Tai just woke up and sang it. Probably it's just. But like the sort of discipline that required and the masterful artistry that requires to render that song and make it come to life is just insane. So just talking about the talent and obviously the global influence of her collaboration with other international artists. And obviously I won't uh, be able to complete the story about Asha Bhosle without talking about her tribute that made it into British music, which we know as one of the one-hit wonders from corner shop called Brimful of Asha, which was very very famous as the Fatboy Slim remix. That is dedicated to Asha Bhosle. And yeah, her legacy, her reach, and her music lives on. I don't know. I used to see her appear until last year, probably in the music reality show. She was always still active in the music scene, so she never left the industry as such, and everybody revered her. Everybody knew the masters she was, and I'm glad that people did that. She was never forgotten, and she will never be forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, she had an amazing career and an amazing life, and I think those songs and those music will always stay with us. I think also you're saying is talking about Brimful of Asha, but Chura Liya, right? Bali
Hmm.
Sagus, like that whole album, that song created what Britpop, Asian British music
Hmm.
became, right? Without her, it wouldn't be possible. So, like, her influence is so wide reaching, it's crazy, right? Like, because I'm talking about, I actually was in I was in a press conference thing not too long ago, like a week or two ago, with Shreya Ghoshal. She was doing her Hearts album,
Hmm.
which is kind of live renditions, and I was invited to listen to her talk about it. But it was a mess of a PR campaign setup, so they had like 40 people in the same Zoom call. And then it was like one person gets to ask a question. So obviously, after the sixth question, they ran out of time. So I was like, what am I doing here? But it was this thing where a few times she sang live in the Zoom call. And we since Corona, we've all been in Zoom calls, but being in a Zoom call with Shreya Ghoshal who's singing, it's like the talent is so it hits you so hard, right? Like, and I was just
Because
thinking, like,
nobody sounds good on a Zoom call. And then Shreya Ghoshal is singing on a Zoom call. And even with the bad
it's
audio quality, it just seeps through, right? It just.
it's that's it. Like in a room, in a small room, there's no like like we know like audio quality can be great, and she's just belting out Sayara. She's just belting out these songs, and I'm like, oh my god! Like all my snarkiness and like feeling of making a joke, all of that goes away because I'm so in awe of her talent, and then Asha Bhosle's passing happened, and I was like, oh my god, like when you see talent like that, like in your lifetime, it is so powerful that when it goes away, you're like, oh my god, like it's a space that will never get filled up again,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
it's
definitely once in a lifetime talent. She defined Bollywood to me, like
yeah,
Bollywood music.
yeah.
Um, Not to discount her work in other regional languages, which I'm not that familiar, but yeah, Bollywood music is quite incomplete without the
there
presence
are
of Asha
there are
Bhosle.
also these there are also these amazing clips of her, in concert and on reality singing shows, etc., where she was a judge. And it's so delightful because somebody will sing one of her songs and they will do a good job of it. It's not like they're bad at what they're doing, they're very, very good. And then she'll listen and then she'll like sort of nod along and then she'll just casually pick up the microphone and start singing the same thing and just elevate it. Like there'll be like little dips and little trebles that she will introduce into it, and it will just impart so much character. And when you hear her talk about her work, you realize that all of that, you know, was completely intentional, that she intended it to sound like
Hmm.
that. And she wanted to always bring that slight Western tinge to her songs. And then you listen to Umrao Jan and you're just like, whoa, it's the other end. Or like Lekin, as Sujoy was saying, so she really was a woman who could do anything. And we were very, very lucky that we got to be a part of her journey as her audience.
So moving on to the next topic, and it seems to be a man that can do anything at the moment. I want to talk a bit about Amir Khan. Because we got this little note on Instagram that one of our Patreon listeners was mentioning you have to talk about this. It's Faridun, our old friend Faridun Sheriar from back in the day
One-sided
Bollywood.
friendship.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I would love to get him on, man. I
Yeah.
think he'd be a great guest. I think I should reach out to Faridun actually, that he should come on Khandaan. I'd love to hear his war stories. He made he made like a little reel, very dramatic, like with like Inception backgrounds, Hans Zimmer scores about what is going on with Amir Khan, like in the last few years. Like this man had the biggest hit. He changed cinema so many times. He went to China. He became a god over there. Like all of this was happening, but in the last few years, something has gone wrong, and we cannot figure out what's going on in terms of performances. Like it's not working. We thought maybe Thugs of Hindustan was a fluke, but Lal Singh Chadda again didn't really work, right? Not Secret Superstar, the Sitare Zameen Pe, I guess, like he was trying to do something, but I don't think like even if the movie made money, nobody's gonna say that's the top 10 movie of Amir's career or anything like that, right? And then he's been doing these productions that he's doing Ek Din that completely flopped again. And then he did Happy Patel, which also didn't work. And then beside that, he's been on this very apologetic tour about apologizing about everything, doing 4 hour podcasts, 5 hour podcast about apologies for this, apology for being a bad dad, apologies for being a bad husband, apologies for screwing up, other movies, and apologizing about, so
I
like
have a question. Who is his therapist and what have they put him to do? Like, is this his
Yeah.
therapy tour? Like, the therapy told him, do this in public, like tell them all your grievances, so that you can
Yeah.
overcome your trauma for some reason.
Like who's walking behind Amir Khan with a bell
Mhm.
saying shame, shame,
Yeah.
shame? Like what is this Game of Thrones situation
Uh,
where he's being put through? But I'm sure Amrita, you have some thoughts about that because I remember you did watch 20 minutes of Happy Patel before giving it up.
Yeah, I really tried. I was excited to watch Happy Patel. I wanted to watch it. I watched 20 minutes of it, and it was just, look, I just don't find Veer Das funny. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't find him funny. I tried really hard to find him funny, and I thought maybe because he was acting in this movie, then it would be a different tone, and therefore, like, it would be more like Delhi Belly or like one of those things. And I did enjoy Delhi Belly, so I was like, oh, okay, like maybe he's going to match that tone. But instead, the movie matched his tone rather than
Yeah.
him matching the movie's tone, and I was just like, like that didn't really work for me. Like, no hate to Veer Das, I just he just isn't my cup of tea. It's as simple as that. And Ek Din, I feel like it's homework, like I am being punished for liking Sai Pallavi enough to support her work. Um, I don't know if I want to, but I also have, like, I realized Junaid has made 3 films so far, and I've watched 2 of them already, so I might as well just watch the third one.
You want to be
Um,
Junaid completist?
yeah. And Maharaj actually was a good film. It's just that Love Yapa wasn't that bad. It was like a very run of the mill film. Like I've talked about this before. Um, so yeah, maybe Ek Din will also be one of those things. I don't know. But Amir is going through some stuff, but all this doom and gloom about Amir, I feel, is very much driven by the Bollywood subreddit, the Blinds and Gossip subreddit, which is weirdly, like, I don't know who's running it, because like all the stuff that comes on it, like all the stuff that's trending on it, is driven by PR houses, and you can see that from a mile away. And I don't know who is running this Amir is a wreck campaign, but they've been running it consistently for a couple of months, and now it's gaining traction, and like more people are just like, oh yeah, like he's a bit of a wreck, isn't he? And he is apparently just, he can't commit. He can't sign a movie. He doesn't know what movie to do, like blah, blah, blah. But the way they are making it sound, he hasn't had a movie, like he hasn't worked on a movie in 10 years. Like, that's not true. He's had movies that have come out, they just haven't been very good. And that's sadly the way, like, a creative person's career goes. That you have your highs, and then you have your lows. Right now he's in his lows. It's as simple as that. um, and Amir being Amir, he is also probably thinking of retirement. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. Um, so, yeah, what we're probably seeing is Amir sort of figuring out what it means to be an elder statesman in Bollywood, and how he can bring that about in his own very special, unique Amir way. And he is being irritating while he's doing it, because he's Amir Khan and he's irritating. Like, that's literally this man's personality. It has been for like 40 years. I don't know what to tell you if you haven't noticed that before, but he's annoying. Like, he never does anything that you expect him to do, or like any rational person to do. So that's what's happening.
but also, like, I would say, like, it literally takes one Friday to change all of this. A
Yeah.
good movie drops with Amir Khan, and all of these people would be like, "Oh, Amir Khan, he's our god," and that
Yeah.
all it takes. It's just that he's in a low phase. So if there is a
And I,
movie out there where he can collaborate with the right minds, with the right creators, and he is in it with the right form of script that is suitable for his sort of craft, and it all lands, it falls into pieces, releases on the right time, has the right amount of marketing, and finds it right, or right audience in the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah. at all.
I think also I feel it's slightly overblown because both Shah Rukh and Salman have had low phases.
Hmm.
You know, I would argue Akshay has been in a low phase for the last maybe 15 years or something like that, right? But there's this idea that Amir drives cinema in a way that more than Shah Rukh and Salman
Hmm.
maybe do or Akshay do. He really drives it. He's like a catalyst for change and a catalyst for cinema. And I think the other problem that he's maybe also seeing is that cinema doesn't know what it wants at the
Yeah.
moment. And I think
Yeah.
cinema is just in a space where we don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work. I mean, I got a PR email from one of the companies about the new Pati
Or
Patni
though.
thing, and they called it the Pati verse. Literally in the email they call it the Pati verse, and I understand that it's probably joking, but somebody's also serious about this, right? And I'm like, is the state of cinema that we want the Pativerse? Is that where we are? Is it the Mad Dog verse, the Pativerse? And if that's the case, that's not a cinema that Amir would necessarily fit in, I feel. And I think that's maybe the problem where he's not really finding his groove because we don't know what we want. Look at Ayushmann Khurrana's career at the moment, right? Like I would say
Mm.
from the young batch, he's one of those guys that maybe emulates Amir's
Yeah.
path a little bit, and he's completely lost. Like he has no clue what he's doing. Nothing's really working. There's no excitement for his Pativerse movie at all, I feel, and it's probably going to flop too. And it's just kind of a very interesting time we're in. So I don't know. I think that's probably more to do with and I think he's probably going through some things, like age wise, like you're reflecting midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it. He's probably past midlife crisis, but he's going through some things that clearly you can see that. But I don't know. I think they also have different approaches, right? Because Shah Rukh took an active break, right? And he just stepped away, and Amir hasn't really done that necessarily. He's like more in our faces. And Salman kind of just works through it. He just
Yeah.
does like he doesn't care. He'll just keep on working,
Big boss.
which is
Big,
also
big
what.
boss.
Yeah, yeah. He'll just keep working. Akshay will do the same thing. Ajay will do the same thing. They'll just keep working. But Amir has to like analyze and talk and like process it in public, and maybe that's just a bit cringe for a lot of people. Like it's a lot. You're asking a lot of us, your fans, your people that actually still enjoy your movies and your output, to go and sit listen to you for 5 hours talk about. And I feel Shah Rukh, when he speaks, I want to listen to him. you know I don't have that with Amir when I'm like, oh, another like I've literally not seen his interview. I'm the biggest Amir fan of this podcast, right? Like this 5 hour podcast, I have not watched any of them. Like I watched them on TikTok with a reel. That's it. So I don't know. Like it's kind of a tough situation to be in. But his new one is dropping. I don't know if you saw the posters for Lahore 1947. It's
Is
1947, right?
that actually going to come out? Like, I think it's been renamed into something. I
Well,
don't
that's
know.
what I thought, but I saw the posters, but I don't know. Is it AI posters?
It
Because
could be,
I mean,
yeah.
it
It
could
could
be,
be a
but
fan
Preeti
made.
Sita looked really good on it. So I was like, no AI can make her look that good. She looks really good, like naturally. I mean, I'm meaning it as a compliment. I'm not meaning it as. Um,
Don't dial it back, Asim. We all heard you.
but yeah, so those posters I saw, but so apparently they're still going ahead with the name or the title of it. So I don't know what's going on. It's like a
Yeah.
Karachi bakery situation for you guys. It's your problem. It's not my problem. Just gonna watch the
Karachi Bakery, it seems.
movie. Next one topic that we have that I want to talk about is the Met Gala. And I know that a lot of people want to hear Amrita's thoughts, but I'm not even sure Amrita has thoughts about the Met Gala this year. I
Yeah, why
honestly
do you want?
find, I find
Why?
Met. Go ahead.
No, why would anyone want my thoughts? Like,
The thoughts about Karan Johar. I like Amrita. You're not on TikTok, so you don't know. I think Karan Johar won the Met Gala on TikTok.
He did. He
Like,
did. No, I
yeah,
don't need
okay,
to
you
be on
did see
TikTok.
this.
No,
Yeah.
I don't need to be on TikTok. Like Reddit was all over it. Instagram was all over it. I'm still not back
Even the
on
haters of
Twitter, so
Karan
I
Johar
don't
were
know.
like, "Oh, he did it," you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. Like it was a little on point for the theme, but that's what I expect of Manish Malhotra, and I'm
So
glad for
what was the
Karan
theme? What
because
was the theme?
Fashion and art.
art, yeah, fashion, no art, fashion as art. I think it was the theme,
Okay.
and like I guess Manish Malhotra saw it as like art as fashion, but but it was a good outfit. Like I like and it really suited him as well. And I'm very glad for him that he got to do his little Met Gala thing. But honestly, like I don't see what's there to like talk about. Like, yeah.
No, I was just really happy for him because he really wanted it. Like, like he really wanted this praise. He wanted, like, and he's been working on it for so long, transforming into Karl Lagerfeld in the last 10 years. Like, he really wants it. So I'm really just happy for him.
It was just really funny to me because I saw like a whole bunch of like Forma, which is the Reddit version of Doma. They had a like an article about it, and they were all just like, "Oh, this is like the best outfit of the night. He's won it hands down," which I'm sure, like Karan was clipping, like his PR service was like clipping and sending to Karan. But it was really funny because like all the Americans were like, well, that's how you do it, that's amazing, like blah blah. And all there were like all these Indians in the comments, and they were just like, yeah, but like you know what, like this guy, he cheers on the fascists. He was there for like the RSS thing and the Ram Mandir thing, and like they were just like, I don't know, like I didn't know that so many like lefty liberal NRIs frequented Formua. Like, who knew? I thought like all of them were like right wingers, but apparently no. Like they were just like, you gotta watch out for the snake in the grass, and his name is Karan Johar. And I was like, okay. I saw one guy who was talking about like Karan Johar.
Yeah, I saw Karan Johar too. Yeah, yeah.
But good for you. Good for Karan Johar. Good for KO and his yo-yo. Like I'm happy for him.
I do wish because I only saw the ones in the front of his. I do wish in the back there was like Deepika saying art, yeah, art, hai, art.
That would have been amazing, and they don't have the imagination
That
or
I have.
the
Put me in
chutzpah for
charge.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put me in
yeah,
charge of. I also wear Devil Prada. Like I
yeah.
also Devil Prada.
Shaitan pehne Prada.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch it because I found the whole thing disgusting. This is like the third year that every year, like the last 3 years, there's been this edit goes around that you have the music from Hunger Games, the people from the Met Gala, and then the starvation in Gaza going on at the same time. And it's like the third year the same edit has been made, and everybody's fucking disgusting
Yeah.
to go and do this. I hate it. But happy for Karan Johar though. I don't know. Were there any other looks or anything from like Desi people there? I don't know. Like,
I mean, there were a bunch of like weirdos, like there was the Ambani daughter who showed up in all her mother's emeralds and was just like, like this is for my mom, my mom, my mom, and the Nizam of Hyderabad. And I was
oh
just like,
yeah,
I know, yeah.
I thought she was like she was meeting up with Aditya Pancholi and Yes Boss. Ye wala aam.
And
I don't know. We
then
had a double act going with Aditya Pancholi.
and
That's
then
such
there
a
was
niche
like
reference. Oh dear.
there was also like Ananya Birla and of course Natasha Poonawalla. Basically, all the billionaire class were there. Now that Bezos owns the Met, but yeah, who cares? No
Yeah.
one cares.
I mean, it's being that rich, right, and still not being the talk of the town must be. I don't know. It must be frustrating, no? Like, like the richest person, and nobody gives a damn about your fruit basket. You know, like it's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care enough to be honest. Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I just wanted to go quickly over the Met Gala. What else do we
Asim,
have?
you really sound like you're underwater.
Is it? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what to do now
It's
at this
much better
stage.
when
Yeah,
you
now
say
you're
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so stay back. Yeah. Um, Next topic I had here was Vijay won the election.
I think Vijay himself is like so shocked that he won the election. He's just like, what, me? I'm going to be the chief minister? But
What's going
yeah,
on here? Because this seems like a Shankar movie or something like that.
no, it's been wild. Like the memes have been flying like fast and furious for the past few days. Like all my friends are obsessed. Apparently, like people are like saying, making jokes about like how they're canceling their Netflix subscription because all they want to do is follow all the twists and turns of this case on Twitter because it's more entertaining than anything else. But yeah, he finally got all the signatures and support that he needed, and he is going to be the next chief minister of Tamil Nadu. And, like Trisha is going to be his first lady, I guess. Wild, wild times.
But what are these policies? Like, what does he
So
stand
I
for?
have a
Like, does
meme.
it
I have a
even know?
meme. I have a meme.
Okay.
Me and Yamini have been sharing memes. So it's more of a Reddit thread. So is TVK the party which Vijay is the leader of? Is TVK a BJP front? Somebody replied, "Only Vijay knows. Everyone is yet to determine his ideological leanings." Reply: Vote for him is all on vibes, which is true.
No, it really is, though. It really is. I don't think he's going to be a BJP guy, A, because the BJP like really went after him for being like a Christian, and they're all just like, well, do you know his first name is Michael? Like, they've been like really like sort of drilling down on that. So I don't think, and also the Congress is supporting him, but like, there's like wheels within wheels, and there's like a whole lot of like political context, which I don't think you care about, Asim. So there's like a whole bunch of things that I don't care about, to be very honest. So and I just have like a whole bunch of useless information now because of the memes. But the big point is he is going to give a lot of free stuff to people, and he's gonna be the chief minister. So, yay!
Amazing. I also just feel like this. That we should just embrace it now. I think more and more celebrities should be the ones in power. I feel
Sure, why not?
like, and also like we should take it further. We're only in stage one here, where it's actors. Stage two is going to be influencers. I
Yeah.
cannot wait for influencers to be our presidents.
Funnily enough, the BJP fielded a couple of influencers in Kerala, which was like an amazing, like, I don't even know what they were thinking, because I think they thought that because Suresh Gobi, who is a film actor, was their first member of parliament, elected from Kerala as a member of the BJP. So they thought that, we need to like really lean into the celebrity thing. So they got a couple of big boss winners, and they put them as their candidates for the state elections that just happened. And both of them not only lost, but they lost their deposit. Like they really lost. One of them was, it's just one of these things, like I think you go on reality TV, you become an influencer, and I think it sort of inculcates a kind of psychosis in people, because they immediately become tone deaf. They have no idea what they sound like to like normal people. So this man took his wife on a TV program, and the woman is like really well known for being this very conservative host. She doesn't believe in feminism. She thinks that women should be, sitting at home. They shouldn't be working.
Whipped.
while she's having a job herself. This
I
is
know.
like, this is always the grift that conservative women all around the world, they always run the same thing. Like, none of you should have a job, but I should have a job. I should have my own money. Thank you. Anyway, so this woman is like lobbing softball questions at this man and his wife, and this man calls his wife an idiot on TV, like literally says, "Oh, she's such an idiot," like, and he's like taunting her. He's like, to the point where the host is just like, "My God, like, you can't talk to your wife like that." Like, it was that bad. And he genuinely was just like, "Well, I don't know why everyone's so upset." And then he lost his election, and then I guess he figured out why everyone was so upset. But it's insane, like, all these people. I have no idea.
There's an Akshay Kumar movie in there somewhere.
Probably, probably.
Did he lift her up on his shoulders though, in front of everybody? Because that's what happened on Pakistani TV the other day, and that created a lot of controversy too. Like, some married couple came on stage, and then the husband lifted his wife up in front of everybody, like on his shoulder, ass out, and I was like, "What is going on?" Like, it's insane. It was funny. Yeah. Oh, I do want to give a shout out to something that I absolutely love. I know that a lot of people don't understand how my brain works sometimes. I know two of those people are on this podcast. But if you want to understand how my brain works, or part of it works, 50-50, the sketch comedy show from the 80s from Pakistan, has now been remastered, as much as they can remaster VHS print, so it's not really remastered, but they have put these remastered episodes on the PTV YouTube channel. And it's like the Pakistani television. So it's such a old and defunct channel that it might not even be banned. So you might actually go watch it. And oh my God, those sketches are still so hilarious. And I have referenced a few on those on this podcast that you guys don't know where the reference come from. So if you want to know where those references come from, when you watch something that you're too young to watch and you don't get it, but it alters your brain chemistry, that was what 50-50 was for me. So go and watch those episodes on the PTV YouTube channel if you want to see some really, really good comedy from back in the 80s. For people that don't know, it has that sketch of where two Punjabi lovers are talking to each other in English. It's like, what way,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's 50-50. If you don't know.
Okay.
So
Oh, shut
check
up,
that one
Ranu.
out. Yeah, that's yeah. But so many, man. If you watch it, there's like so many. It's like, yeah, Mera Nishana Bhai Sahab Dekhe Zamana Bhai Sahab. It's from that too. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Um, Diljit Dosanjh was on Fallon 2 weeks ago. Did you guys catch that?
I watched the Morni performance. That's
Yeah.
about it, really, and it was
I
fire.
No,
think
I
this is
watched
his.
his. I watched his interview as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's his second or third, maybe, appearance
Hmm.
on American TV, I think. But I think something here, it pierced through. Like, a lot of non-Desi people are like, Diljit is kind of hot, which is interesting.
The white ladies on Instagram are like thirsting hard
Yeah.
on him, and also they're trying to do the bhangra because, like, Diljit was teaching
Uh-huh.
Jimmy how to do the bhangra, and they're just like, well, maybe this is like the way to Diljit's heart, where we'll just do the bhangra now. It's pretty funny, but good
So,
for Diljit.
yeah, it's like Karan Johar and his Met Gala. Two thoughts that I saw. One was exactly that, about a lot of white women are commenting about, he's kind of hot. And then the internet outrage cycle is so quick. Then you have already, like, non-white influencers talking about how white women will say that they've discovered something being hot, or someone being hot, when all of the world has already discovered him like years ago and understands that he's hot and talented and charming and things like that. So it's just like, so both of those arguments are happening, which I thought was very, very interesting. But the second thing that I watched, and I should have taken down the note because I thought it was a very interesting thing. It was a Punjabi influencer, and she had made a video, and she was basically saying that stop wanting Diljit Dosanjh to be Sidhu Musawala, because Sidhu was Tupac, where Diljit is Justin Bieber. Like that's the difference. Like he wants to be popular, he wants to be an entertainer, where Sidhu wanted to be a voice of
Yeah.
the downtrodden. And I think a lot of
Well, there's also, and I don't know things well enough to
yeah,
like
same.
really talk about it, but I think it's also maybe a caste thing, and it's definitely a class thing. Like Sidhu Musawala came from like from like very much like the way Diljit pretends to be from the class that Sidhu actually was from. That's basically what it is. Where, Diljit will come and it's like, oh, I don't know how to speak the English. I am the man of the Punjab. Like, like that whole thing. And the whole time he's like living in a mansion in Canada, with his, with the wife and kid that he never like talks about. So, it's an interesting, it's a layered sort of, experience that you have between those two. And there's a reason why Sidhu got murdered. And
And Diljit is doing border too.
yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just thought again, like you, I don't know the intricacies of where they place themselves in the culture, but I thought those from one appearance on Fallon, those through two ideas were kind of seeping through the grapevine of the internet discussions. So I thought both of those takes were quite interesting. But yeah,
What it also
any
made
other
me
thing?
think was what other artist would be on Fallon if it was not Diljit, like from the Indian subcontinent or Pakistan, which is like there is a machinery working for that to happen, for Coachella to happen, for it's not just a lot of people listen to Punjabi music and they have listened to Punjabi music. Like the Lair Mehendi is much bigger than Diljit Dosanjh for me, of people of my generation, but the Lair Mehendi never did a Coachella. He always performed in Canada. He performed in Brampton, he performed in London, but it's not the same as
I really wish like Sunidhi wrote her own songs, because
Mhm.
like it would have been like she would have been fantastic at Coachella, or there's of course Hanuman kind, but there is this young singer songwriter called Marianne Alexander, and she's Malayali, and she's already in the United States. Like, I think she's like auditioning for record companies, and she's trying to sign her first deal. And she has this amazing voice, and she's going to be a huge talent, if they actually let her cut a record. But right now, I don't think anyone out of the Punjabi. I know everyone's like Karan Aujla and everything, but no, I don't think so. I
I
think
think Karan
Diljit is
Johar
it.
was on Jimmy Fallon, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't
Was
he? Like
he?
I think he might have been. I'll Google this quickly. I have this memory of him being on something. Um, but otherwise, also Nora was on there, right? Nora Fatehi.
Are we
She,
counting her as Indian now?
I mean, she was right. Yeah, Karan Aujla was on Jimmy Fallon.
okay.
He did
Oh, was
Gabru
he?
and Boyfriend. Yeah, yeah. And he also teaches Bhangra to Jimmy Fallon. So Jimmy Fallon, man, like learn it, man. You got enough
Already.
teachers now.
Yeah.
Like अभी तक नहीं आया इसको, like पागल बना रहा है सबको. The other name that kind of came up to me when we were thinking about it was Jonita Gandhi, actually,
Oh,
who has
yeah.
a very filmy a discography, but also private songs like non-filmy music. Is She's very good at
Hmm.
it. She's had a few collaborations and stuff like that, and I think she wants it. She wants to be that kind of star. So that could be another person that could break through, maybe. But yeah, white women need to find you hot, to do that. I think we done with topics, right? Anything else you want to bring
Let
up?
me
Anything else that I
check.
forgot?
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a I will be discussing romance books on Craftlit, which is a YouTube channel, and I will be posting the link to that. It's the YouTube podcast, and it's with my friend Becca, who is one of our Patreons, and Heather, who runs the channel, and it is. Yeah, it'll be out soon. I need to get the link and then I'll post it in our Patreon for people to watch if they are so inclined.
Maybe I'll put the in the show notes of this episode, just the link, and then people can subscribe already and kind of watch out when the episode drops. Maybe that can be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll do a Patreon catch up on the Korean movies I've been watching.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah, I've been like, you mentioned The Forgotten, right? So I added it to my list, but I haven't. I don't know if that was Korean or Chinese. I'm
Korean.
not sure. It was. Yeah, so I'm gonna watch that one too because you recommended it so strongly. But yeah, I do want to hear more about your Korean adventures lately. So that's going to be on Patreon. I think this is it for this episode. Next episode, we are doing a Patreon pick, which is going to be Ye Dil Lagi. So tune in, become a patron, choose movies that we talk and discover. And thanks for listening.
Khandaan podcast on the acting class.